Yo, what's up YouTube? Back with another video. Today I wanted to show a deck profile I put together, which is branded Despia, branded Bystial, branded Despia, Bystial, kind of whatever you want to call it. I like to call it just branded. I haven't took this deck to a locals yet. I have been working on this deck for like a week now. Just trying to see what I can cook up since the format is new. All the new support just came out, and I'm seeing different videos. I definitely think my list is different from a lot of people. This is just my preference. I'm going to kind of go over why I chose these choices in the deck as I go through, because like I said, my list is different from a lot of people's. This is 49 cards. I could bump it to 50, but I liked it at 49. It's a very weird number. But there is one card I would add in to make it 50, because it just feels right to add that specific card. But I'm gonna go ahead and go ahead and go through the deck profile. Like I said, I've been working on this for like a week now. I haven't took it to a tournament yet. Tomorrow is an Edison tournament at my locals, so I won't be able to test this deck out like I want to. But if you guys have any ideas about this list, any questions, stuff like that, please leave a comment down below. And if you want to, you can try this list out at your locals and let me know how you did with it. But anyways, let's get into the profile. 3 Albert, just for Despia. 2 Tragedies, 1 Dramaturge, and 1 Ad libitum. So you can already tell by looking at this list, I'm playing the big Despia account. I decided to go back to the old ways of playing Despia, really, because the problem I'm seeing right now with the newer list is, I think the newer list people playing with relies too much on branded fusion. I mean, you have fusion deployment, which summon Blazing Cartesia, but I still don't think that's enough. And I've added in more ways to fusion summon in this deck, so you can play way more past branded fusion and just fusion deployment. Because like I said, Ash is in the format now, and Ash is going to be like an FTK against this deck, so I wanted to have as much gas as possible added to this deck to where we can play past branded fusion much better than how we're doing it right now. And when I added in the more fusion cards, I decided to add back the OGs. I think these cards are great. Dramaturge is like my favorite. It's a 3k body, it's an interruption. And then Ad lib is just for your grind game, and then just the 2 Tragedies. You don't really need more than 2. 1 for combo, 1 for grind games, kind of whatever. Use this fusion fodder. It's really good. Consistency. We are playing 3 Fallen Alves. This is pretty standard now. It's good going second against cash boards, and it's good to see in your hand to fusion off if you get Ash on branded fusion. We're playing the 2 Blazing Cartesia. I think this works great at 2. And another reason why it's good to play in 3 Fallen Alves, you'll run in the hands where you'll have a Fallen Alves and this in your hand. And if you have no other way of getting Albaz in your graveyard or your field, just normal summon Albaz and special summon Cartesia, and you can just fusion off with that and go into your Granganol. And then the other Albaz and Friends stuff we play, I played 1 Kit, 1 Mercurier, and then 1 Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. This 1/1/1. Kit's really good as a starter, and if you already use Albion, the Shrouded Dragon, and Blazing Cartesia, and you banish Mercurier somehow, you can search Kit, which is like another starter or extender, to help get a hold of your branded spell or traps. Only 1 Mercurier, so I felt comfortable playing this 1 because people were playing 2 Mercurier, which I don't think is bad. You know, 1 for combo and 1 to add during the end of your combo for disruption. I feel like 1 is fine just to dump off a branded fusion for Renbrum. I didn't want my deck to rely on 1 singular combo path because people were going to start catching on to how this works, dumping Mercurier and then Bystial Vanish. Plus, you have to open a Bystial a lot of times to get the Mercurier banished and stuff. And I wanted to make this deck to where it's got other ways of playing besides just relying on dumping Mercurier and banishing it. if that makes sense. So yeah. We still play Bystials. I play 4. So I play 1 Lubellion and 3 Sonir. The 50th card I would play in this deck is the second Lubellion. I think Lubellion is great to open and just to dump off Brand Fusion for your beast combos. Sonir is the best one because you want to get him in the graveyard so you can dump your Brand Dispel or traps. That's why he's the best one. We don't play any more Bystials because Bystials aren't going to be as good this format, so we just play this in this deck because of the synergy. But yeah, I would play a second Lubellion just because I think he's just really good. Because sometimes it's good to open a Bystial, but I didn't want to play too many Torque Bricks. Last month we were playing 2 Chain. I love this engine, and this is another issue I see. We play 2-2-2. This is another reason, or a problem I see with the newer branded decks. People are not playing this engine. And I feel like it's good to have this because you'll run into problems where you don't open like Fusion Deployment and you can open like Aliber and Blazing Cartesia. And you need a way to get Blazing Cartesia on the field. Or if it gets negated. You know, you run into situations like that, you can just play this, poly this with Edge Jump Chain, you can still make your Granganol, the Finale Dragon. It's just another way of playing in general. And people use Brandon and Red to make Guardian Chimera. I like making Guardian Chimera with this if I can, especially 1 second, because it makes Guardian Chimera not targetable. And I think it's just really, really good. And like I said, just another way of playing past Branded Fusion. Consistency, we have Foolish Burial. You can dump this for Tragedy, or if you have a Bystial, you can dump this from a Courier to get Blazing Cartesia. It's just got so many ways of just dumping what you need to the graveyard. 3 Fusion Deployments for bringing out Fallen Albaz or Blazing Cartesia. Really good, crucial consistency card in this deck. Really like it. 3 Brand Fusion. 3 Opening. Some people play 2 or 1. I like 3 because for consistency in this deck. And you got some pretty good discard foders in here, like Edge Jump Chain. Tragedy is more useful since you play more Despias. Fallen Albaz is good sometimes if you have Cartesia in your hand. And Bystial Sonir is actually a really good discard. So you have some pretty good discards in this deck. We played 1 white, 1 theater, 1 red, 1 regain, 1 loss. These are all good 1-ups. Nowadays, you're just adding all alpha combo or setting Brendan red during the end phase. Theaters here, just another way to fusion. And then we played traps. I played Banishment. There is a really big reason why I played Banishment. It's another way. If you have Albion and Grave and you get nibbed, you can set this off of Albion and you can bring back a Mary Jade from the graveyard on your opponent's turn. So if you get nibbed, it's fine. You can still play. 1 Retribution, I usually dump this off a combo most of the time. And then 1 Beast for your Bystial plays. And then the other problem I saw in this deck is having trouble with counter cards, and I was able to make room. I play 6, which I think is right, because this deck's good to go in second anyways, because since as much gas as you got in this deck. Play 3 Super Poly. This deck utilizes Super Poly like crazy. And then 3 Book of Moon. The reason I play Book of Moon is because it's good against Cash. It's good going second, so you can set it going first for another disruption. And another reason is for dodging Imperm, or Valor, or Solic, or stuff like that. Cards that target face-up monsters. Like, for example, this is kind of like what Flunderies used. If you normal summon Aliber effect, and they try to like Imperm you or something, you chain Book of Eclipse, or Book of Moon, flip it face down, and they don't have a face-up face-up monster to target face-up, so your Aliber goes through, and they can't really do much about it. Or go in second if they target something. Super Poly is good for that too. Finding ways for my Aliber to resolve, I kind of went back to thinking about Sword Soul, and how Heavenly Dragon Circle worked well with Moye. And I thought about Book of Eclipse being a good way to mimic that with Aliber. Instead of, I didn't really feel comfortable playing Comedy. Comedy's like a 1-of that you need to kind of add, make sure you have in your hand. I feel like a 3-0 Book of Moon would be pretty good for that reason. Extra deck, I'll play 2 Mirror Jade. You can find room for 3 if you want. I like 2 for right now. 2 Rebellion, some people play 1. I was playing 1 just because it's used for the grind game. But this card's really, really good. If your first one gets stopped, you kind of lose your grind game and you're recycling stuff. 2 Albion, pretty standard. You dump it off a combo. Sometimes you fusion with it. And then oh yeah, 1 Rhinebrim. I'm probably gonna pick up a second of this card because this card's pretty good for breaking cash boards. And this will be their target to banish. So I feel like in the future you need to pick up a second. For the Despia monsters, played 1 Proskinian, 1 Queritus, 1 Masquerade. I like to make Queritus in my opening combo if I'm making a Despia monster. Masquerade is usually the last one I make. And Queritus and Proskinian are the ones I'm going to bring out off my Grand Goodall, the Dust Dragon. This card's really good in combo. Love it. I think it's a good 1-of. And then I play 1 Guardian Chimera. This card's cracked. Love it for breaking boards. And works well for red, of course. Then we play Super Polytarchs, Mud Dragon, Gorilla, and then Predaplant Dragos Despia is good in combo because there's certain situations where you'll go between either making Mirror Jade or Dragos Despia depending on the game state. So Dragos, I almost want to play 2 Dragos Despia, but the extract's a little tight right now. So, but yeah, that's the 49 card list. Like I said, if you do have a second Rebellion, try playing 50 by playing that second Rebellion. If you guys don't like playing such a high deck count, you could. There's a lot of stuff you could cut to shorten this deck. You might could play like 1 Cartesia. I like playing 2 though. You could cut 1 or 2 Bystial Sauniers. Because you don't always see it in a big deck like this. Usually you would dump it off of Branded Fusion or Fulch Burial. Because I like to just use it either to banish my courier or dump Branded Retribution. If you don't like Book of Eclipse, you can just play Super Poly and cut the Book of Eclipse. So that would cut your deck down to like 43. So you can probably cut these. I haven't really tried that out yet, but I think it will definitely make your deck more available to other to more of your power cards. But this is what I just added in because I thought it would be really good. I wanted more disruptions in this deck for going second. But yeah, this is it, guys. Like I said, if you don't feel comfortable playing a big deck count, just cut this and play 43. I like this deck pretty good. I think this deck's gonna be pretty crazy going in this format. I'm already seeing it doing crazy stuff. Yeah, like, subscribe. Oh yeah, one more thing. I wanted to point out, I don't know if a lot of people's really noticed it yet, because I don't see a lot of people talking about this card. Before I get off here, where is it at? Here's a card I saw for the mirror match. I think it's really spicy. Light of the Branded. This card is good in mirror match, and you can use it on yourself too. You basically target one fusion monster on the field or either graveyard and shuffle into the deck. Then you can special summon a Fallen Albaz from your graveyard and a monster in your opponent's graveyard. So that's an optional effect, but the main effect is to target a fusion monster on the field and shuffle into the deck. So mirror match, you can target your opponent's Mirror Jade, Rhinebrim, Granganol, and just shuffle it into the deck, and they can't really chain to those because you don't have a monster yet. It's a quick play spell card, really, really good. You can set this going when you go first if you know you're playing the mirror match. And all that it brings a Fallen Albaz from the graveyard and an opponent's monster, so you can like make your own free Mirror Jade that way if they can't do nothing about it. So yeah, this is a really spicy card. I wanted to point out. I'm gonna side this card when I play this deck because Branded's so good nowadays. I know I'm gonna run into mirror matches. But that's it. Like, comment, subscribe. Try this deck out for yourself. I think it's really, really good. My hands have been really good playing this version of the deck. Really enjoy it. Definitely brings back memories when I first started playing Branded. And yeah, you guys have a good one.